Hello students, this is Ashish Vegalwa from Electrical Department. Today we will learn AC parallel circuit in the subject AC circuits. So let's move to the content of this topic. In this topic we will learn phasor or vector method, admittance method and the complex algebra method. So let's see what are the various methods to solve AC parallel circuit. First method to solve AC parallel circuit is phasor or vector method. Second is admittance method. And the third is complex algebra method. Let's start with the first method, that is phasor or vector method. Here we have shown one circuit diagram. So as per this circuit diagram, we have shown two branches are connected in parallel and it will supply by one AC voltage source. The first branch is RL series branch. Current passing through this branch is I1 and second branch is RC series branch. Current passing through this branch is I2. So total current passing through this circuit is I1 plus I2, that is I. Let's see how we can draw vector diagram of this parallel circuit. So this is the vector diagram of AC parallel circuit. So as per this diagram, we have taken voltage vector as a reference vector, which is taken on x-axis, because in AC parallel circuit, voltage remains same in both of the branches. First branch is of RL series branch. Current passing through first branch is I1. So in RL series branch, current will lag to the voltage vector by phi 1 degree. So we have shown here I1 at phi 1 degree. Our second branch is RC series branch. In RC series branch, I2 current will flow. It will lead to the supply voltage by phi 2 degree. And here we have shown phi degree. That is the resultant of phi 1 and phi 2. And it is a phi 1 minus phi 2. And here I, that is total current. It is resultant of I1 and current I2. So this is how we can draw phasor diagram of phasor or vector method. Let's see various equation to solve this circuit. A first step to solve this circuit is to find out impedance of each of the branches. Impedance of first branches is Z1, that is Z1 is equal to R1 square plus XL1 square. Impedance of second branches, that is Z2, is equal to under root of R2 square plus X2 square. Next step is to find out branch current. Branch current of first branch, that is I1, is equal to V divided by Z1, and branch current of second branch, that is I2, is equal to V divided by Z2. After that we have to find out phasor angle of each branch. Phasor angle of first branch, that is phi 1 is equal to tan inverse of XL1 divided by R1, and phi 2 is equal to tan inverse divided by XC2 divided by R2. Let's see what are the next step to solve this circuit. After that we have to find out horizontal and vertical component of current. Horizontal component of current, that is Ixx, is equal to I1 plus cos phi 1 plus I2 plus cos phi 2, and vertical component of current, that is Iyy, is equal to minus I1 sin phi 1 plus I2 into sin phi 2. After that we have to find out resultant current. Resultant current is the square of horizontal component plus vertical component. After that we have to take under root of it. Equation for current is I is equal to under root of Ix square plus Iyy square. Then after we have to find out phasor angle, that is phi is equal to tan inverse of vertical component Iyy divided by horizontal component Ixx. After that we have to find out power factor, that is cos phi is equal to Ixx divided by I. It is in lagging in nature. Let's see next method to solve AC parallel circuit, that is admittance method. Before going to depth of this topic, let me explain you some of the important terms related to admittance method. So first term is admittance. Admittance denoted as capital Y. It is a reciprocal of impedance, and unit of admittance is mho. Second term is conductance, which is denoted as G. Reciprocal of resistance is called the conductance. Unit of conductance is also mho. Conductance also defined as horizontal component of admittance, that is Y cos phi, is equal to 1 upon Z into R divided by Z. So we will get R divided by Z square, and Z square is equal to R square plus X square. So we will get R divided by R square plus X square. And the next term is susceptance. Susceptance is denoted as capital B. Susceptance defined as reciprocal of reactance, and unit of susceptance is mho. Susceptance also defined as vertical component of admittance. Equation for susceptance, that is Y sin phi, Here y is equal to 1 upon z and sin phi is equal to x divided by z. So we get x divided by z square, and here z square is equal to r square plus x square. So we get x divided by r square plus x square. Let's see vector diagram of admittance method. There is a vector diagram of RL series branch. So here you can see impedance triangle and admittance triangle of RL series branch. So in this triangle, resistance is horizontal component, inductive reactance is vertical component, and impedance is resultant of resistance as well as reactance. There is the admittance triangle of RL series branch. So G is horizontal component of admittance triangle. Inductive susceptance is vertical component, which is taken as a negative, and resultant of conductance and susceptance, that is admittance, that is Y. Let's see admittance and impedance triangle of RC series branch. Here you can see admittance triangle in first quadrant and impedance triangle in fourth quadrant. So as per this triangle, here also having same component, that is conductance, capacitive susceptance B, and admittance Y. And capacitive susceptance is always positive. Here you can see impedance triangle is also same, that is resistance, capacitive reactance, and impedance. Here capacitive reactance taken as a negative. Let's see what are the next step to solve this circuit. Here you can see circuit diagram of RL series branch and RC series branch, and it will supply with AC voltage source. Let's see various steps to solve this circuit. First step to solve this circuit is to find out admittance, and to find out admittance we have to find out conductance and susceptance of each branch. Conductance of first branch, that is G1 is equal to R1 divided by Z1 square. Conductance of second branch, that is G2 is equal to R2 divided by Z2 square. Then after we have to find out susceptance of each branch, that is B1 is equal to Xe1 divided by Z1, and it is positive because capacitive reactance is positive. Susceptance of second branch, that is B2 is equal to XL2 divided by Z2 square, that is negative because inductive reactance is negative. After that we have to find out admittance, that is Y1 is equal to under root of G1 square plus B1 square, and admittance of second branch Y2 is equal to under root of G2 square plus B2 square. Let's see next step to solve this circuit. After that we have to find out total conductance, that is G is equal to G1 plus G2, and total susceptance, that is B is equal to B1 minus B2. Here we have taken B2 as a negative because inductive susceptance is always negative. Then after we have to find out total admittance, that is Y is equal to under root of G square plus B square. After that we have to find out branch current. Branch current of first branch, that is I1 is equal to V into Y1 and I2 is equal to V into Y2. Based on it we will get total current, that is I is equal to V into Y. Also we get phasor angle, that is phi is equal to tan inverse of B divided by G. Let's say third and last method to solve AC parallel circuit, that is the complex and algebra method. In this circuit also we have to find out total conductance, total susceptance, total admittance, branch current, total current, phasor angle, and power factor. But difference is that we have to use here complex algebra equation. First equation is that conductance is equal to Y into cos phi. So here Y is equal to 1 upon Z and cos phi is equal to R upon Z. So we get R divided by Z square, and Z square is equal to R square plus X square. So we get equation that is R divided by R square plus X square. Here susceptance is equal to Y into sin phi. So here Y is equal to 1 upon Z and sin phi is equal to X divided by Z. So we get X divided by Z square, and after that we will get equation that is X divided by R square plus X square. After that we will find total conductance, that is G is equal to G1 plus G2 and B is equal to B1 minus B2, and total admittance Y is equal to under root of G square plus B square, and branch current I1 is equal to V into Y1 and I2 is equal to V into Y2. Phasor angle phi is equal to tan inverse of B divided by Z, and power factor, that is cos phi is equal to G divided by Y. And we know that to solve complex algebra equation during addition and subtraction we have to use rectangular notation, and during multiplication and division we have to use polar notation. So here having some of the question for assignment. The first question is explain phasor method or vector method. Second is explain admittance method, and the third is explain complex algebra method. And the last one is define following terms, that is conductance, susceptance, and admittance. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.